At 3 a.m. the room felt still, the kind of quiet that wounds. My breath collapsed before my thought could even catch the tune. A shaky exhale.
Hit the dark, too fragile, far too soon. And in that breaking breath, I felt the weight of losing you.
My chest caved in before the truth. A trembling air I couldn't soothe. A fall my voice could not break through.
It hit
the dark before
I knew.
3 a.m. breathfall. A quiet crash where all my strength refused to stand at all. I couldn't speak, I couldn't stall. My breath
Gave out
before
the fall.
oh,
3 a.m. breathfall.
a silent drop that told me love had reached its final wall. True too heavy
To recall
a breath
that broke instead of words at all.
Yeah. The clock hit 3, the air went thin. My lungs caved in with from within. A trembling shake beneath the skin. A fall I never meant to begin. Your name was hanging in the smoke. A softened echo barely spoke, but my breath cracked before I broke. A truth my chest let out and choked. The silence pressed against my ribs. A weight my heart could not forgive. Each gasp felt like a failing bridge. It dropped too deep for me to live. I tried to breathe, the room felt tight. The shadows leaning to the light, but every inhale lost the fight. A breath collapsed before the night. The moment hit me like a sting. My lungs refused to lift a sing. A truth arrived on broken wings
A breath,
that couldn't hold a thing.
yeah.
3 a.m. breathfall.
A fragile drop where every piece of me began to crawl. The words they stuck behind the wall.
My breath
Fell first and told it all. 3 a.m. breathfall. A quiet warning carved into the way my lungs are stalled. The space between us far too tall.
My breath
Announced the end aloud. Maybe some truths don't use words.
They breaking breaths that go unheard.
At 3 a.m. the line gets blurred.
I fall too soft to be conferred. 3 a.m. breathfall. A moment where my lungs surrender long before a call.
A trembling truth I can't install.
A breath
That road, our final fall.
3 a.m. breathfall. The air collapsed and whispered what we couldn't halt.
I didn't speak yet, lost it all.
When breath
Gave out and I took
At 4:33 the world was still, the air was barely warm. Your warmth faded from my hands like night before the storm. I reached across the empty space your heartbeat used to form. But all I felt was cold enough to tell me you were gone.
Oh, your shadow slipped, your breath declined. The warmth you left fell out of line. A truth that dawn forced me to find a love that wouldn't turn in time.
4:33 never again. The warmth you used to carry won't return to me as then. A quiet hour where the cold became my only friend. A heat that died and won't rise again. 4:33 never again. A moment caught in silence where the night refused to bend.
I reached for you, but all I held was winter's end.
True, I felt but can't pretend.
Yeah, the clock was glowing dim and blue. A quiet ache, a fading hue. The room remember more of you than anything I have left do. Your warmth that lived inside my chest, a lingering touch, a gentle rest. Before 33 exposed the test, your glow was gone, no longer pressed. I tried to breathe you back to life. I tried to light what once was bright, but every second cut like knife. A cold that told the end of night. Your absence spread just like a tide, a chill that pulled at either side. Nothing left for warmth to hide, the truth the hour can't provide.
The warmth that used to call me home
Fell silent in the
twilight's tone.
4:33 told me alone that love won't circle back once.
4:33 never again. The heat we shared dissolved before the night could make amends.
Look.
The quiet froze, the place where we began. A flame that failed to rise. Oh, 4:33 never again. A cold so deep it swallowed every ounce of what we meant.
Yeah.
We slipped away and nothing left could represent the warmth that will not come again.
warmth isn't law, it's meant to fade at any cost. Some nights will show a day has gloss, the truth and cold we can't exhaust.
4:33, never again. A fragile dawn that whispered our story reached its end. The quiet stole the heat I can't defend. A love that froze beyond a man. 4:33, never again. A moment where your warmth and mine stopped trying to extend. I felt you fade and nothing could contend with heat that won't return again.
When the mic went quiet, all the noise fell off the room. The echo stopped pretending we were fine beneath the tune. Your eyes were saying everything your voice refused to do. And in the hush beyond the sound, the truth came breaking through.
The silence hit harder than the beat. Your breathing shook, your words retreat. A quiet truth beneath your feet, the kind you only hear defeat.
After the mic went quiet,
your silence told the story you were too afraid to riot. The truth slipped out the second we fell under silence. A love that ended once we tried it. After the mic went quiet, the room exposed a space where our two hearts no longer tie. And the moment sound was gone, your eyes defined it. The end that didn't need aligning.
yeah, the chorus kept us holding tight. The melody disguised the fight, but when the switch was flicked the night, your tone fell out of any light. I heard the shaking in your breath, a quiet tremor, soft as death. The truth you masked in every step, a drop once music left your chest. On stage your voice was warm and clear, but in the silence you pulled near, only to whisper what I fear. A break that only silence steers, no beat to cover what you felt, no rhyme to hide the cards you dealt. The quiet showed the hand that's left, the love you'd long begun to melt.
Without the mic, without the sound, your honesty came crashing down. The silence shaped the final round. A truth that never made a sound. After the mic went quiet, the truth unfolded gently in the breath you tried to hide it. The silence held the words you kept behind it. A love that cracked the moment we tried it. After the mic went quiet, a softer break than any shouted line could ever write. And your eyes confessed the end without denial. A truth the silence pulled to light then.
Maybe some goodbyes don't shout, maybe silence writes them out. Maybe love ends with no doubt, when mics turn off and walls fall out.
After the mic went quiet, your fate and warmth revealed the end you never dared decide it. The air held everything you used to fight with. A breath that told me how we write this. After the mic went quiet, the ending came in whispers, not in words, a painful riot. The truth arrived when nothing else could hide it. A love that ended once.
We stood a heartbeat at a sink,
A breath behind the truth. Your eyes were saying stay with me,
but mine had stepped back too.
a fragile line between our hand and run. The time it tried a little more. If I had reached, if you'd implored, but every second closed the door. Just a little more. If I had reached, if you'd implored,
But every second close the door
and cut
the line we once stood for. Broken timeline, a single moment that divided what was yours and mine. A fragile edge that tore apart the tight design of hearts that beat just out of time.
broken timeline. We were wrong, we just arrived at different signs. I love that missed the mark by one thin line and slipped between the time.
Yeah, the timing broke before we did. A crack beneath the words we hid. You leaning close, I closed the lid. A second off from what we bid. I reached for you when you let go. A perfect missing ebb and flow. The rhythm fell too fast, too slow. A mismatch only time could show. It wasn't love that failed tonight. It wasn't us who lost the fight. Just one small second slip from sight. A tear, a split, our shit, invite. Two hearts that almost touches one. Two beats that almost match the run. But between your love and mine. Broken timeline, a trembling second where our destinies entwine. A subtle shift that cut the storyline of love that lived just out of time. Broken timeline, a single heartbeat late enough to redefine a fragile space that no one could rewind. A break that time drew like a line.
Maybe we were meant to meet, but not to stay in sync heartbeat. A timing crack beneath our feet that split the path we couldn't keep.
Broken timeline, the thin divide that turned your future and being mine. A truth too sharp for even love to bind. A cut time made without a sign. Broken timeline, a moment lost and neither heart could realign. And now the space that once felt so divine is just the line where time.
We used to hear the chorus, write our voices side by side. A perfect line where every beat would pull our hearts to glide.
But now the melody it feels wrong, the rhythm cannot align. And in the place our chorus live, there's nothing left to find.
Your voice drifts somewhere out of view. My tone falls flat without you too. A harmony we once outgrew. A song that lost its way on cue.
We can return to a place where every note was shaped by me and shaped by you. A sound we can't revisit even if we want to. A beat that broke before we knew.
We can't return to. The echo fades no matter how much memory pulls through. A line we sang but now can't fall back into. A song that's close to me. Yeah, I still remember every note. Your whisper rising in your throat. The kind of tune that held us both. A light in every word you wrote. But time rewinds with broken hands. The rhythm shifts, the feeling bends. Our chorus ends where silence lands. A truth no bridge can now defend. I try to hum the part we made, but everything has rearranged. A memory that can't be played. A tone that distance has deranged. Your voice once carried half the sky. Mine filled the rest without a try. But now our melodies deny or match no matter how we cry. A perfect loop now past its prime. A harmony undone by time. A chorus lost between the lines. A love that fell outside the rhyme. We can't return to a fading point where no sweet bill refuse to break through. A melody we lost but somehow still hold on to. A sound we knew but can't renew. We can't return to a harmony that cracked between what's old and what is new. A song that ended long before we meant it to. A truth the hearts already knew. Maybe songs don't break, it ends.
Maybe chorus fades and trends.
Maybe love stops where it begins.
When voices
Fail to blend again. To blend again. Yeah. We can't return to a place where our two voices once felt like something true. A line we lost no matter what we try to do. A chord that won't come back for two. We can't return to. The sound is gone and even echoes won't let us pass through. We stand outside the song we once sang through. A chorus we love but can't return to. Return to. Return to. The dawn felt heavy on my chest, a weight I couldn't lift. The quiet morning sky felt like a shadow set adrift. Your name was stuck between my ribs, a bruise I couldn't shift. And in the breaking light I knew what daylight came to sift.
The dark was soft and I was kind, but dawn exposed the state of mind. A heavy truth I tried to bind, but fell as morning crossed the line.
Dawn felt heavy. A quiet crash that pinned my heart before I felt it ready. A sunrise that hit harder than it should already. The light that didn't want just wait
me steady. A sinking breath beneath the glow that used to feel so steady. A weight that whisper we won't heal already. A truth that morning dropped too heavy. The night that held me soft and tight, but dawn came down to dim the light. A heavy fall that stole my sight away. I couldn't rise and fight high.
Yo, your absence echoed in the haze. A hollow sound of muted glaze. The morning sun refused to raise. The warmth I lost in darker days. The sky turned pale, the air grew thin. Quiet press against my skin. Dawn and let the ache begin. The fall that settled deep within. Watch the hour bend the room. A heavy glow, a quiet gloom. The morning didn't chase the doom. It pushed my heart into its tomb. The light revealed the night. The skies awake beneath my breaking eyes. A dawn too hardy to revise. The truth that time made real.
Dawn felt heavy, a trembling hour crushing what the night tried to keep steady. Fall that made the morning feel unready. A light too cold to pull me steady. Felt heavy, it pressed my chest with every breath I tried to hold already. The truth that sank before the world turned steady.
A dawn that fell
Too damn heavy. Baby, dawn was never late. Maybe mornings break the night. Maybe weight reveals the fight when hearts can't hold the fate.
Dawn felt heavy, a muted glow that dragged my heart into a silent levy. A morning built from pieces that felt deadly. A love that dawn made fall too heavy. Dawn felt me,
And in the sinking now I knew the warmth was gone already. I tried to breathe but nothing held me steady.
when dawn fell down too heavy on me. Let's scream the more that I've been doing mine. I wrote a line with you in mind, but half of you was gone. Your name slipped through the vowels like the night was moving on. Each word I placed felt heavier, like you were pulling dawn.
And by the time the chorus came, the trace of you had been down, withdrawn. You used to fill the spaces well between the rhymes, between the swell. But now the lines no longer tell your shape, your sound, the place
You fell.
Fading in my verse, a ghost inside the lyrics where your heartbeat once rehearsed. A quiet blur that's slipping in reverse. A love dissolving line by line in her. Fading in my verse, a silhouette that scatters through the spaces unrehearsed. I try to catch you but you're less immersed. A name
That breaks
inside each verse.
I used to hear you in the beat, a gentle hum, a subtle heat. But now you're dust beneath my sheet, a faded note I can't repeat. Your voice once echoed in a rhyme,
Steady pulse and perfect time,
but now you vanish with each line.
shadow slipping past the
I
rhyme.
underline the words you love, but all I feel is air above a hollow space where you were shoved. A verse you're no longer part of.
I read it back, you're barely there. Broken consonant of each lyric, strip each vowel bare. Truth is fading everywhere.
I try to write you back in place, but it can't hold your shape or trace. You drift between the lines like lace. A ghost, a verse, can't fully change.
Fading in my verse, a quiet loss that spreads between the words I can't disperse. You're slipping out like something unrehearsed. A love that leaves without a curse. Fading in my verse, your outline blurs until the meaning starts to feel reversed. And I'm still writing even though it hurts, but you keep fading in my verse.
My verse.
Maybe some love's fading in, disappear before we think. You vanish softly, link by link, inside the lines I didn't sink.
Fading in my verse.
A slow so goodbye that settles where the lyrics can't converse.
I tend to fall inside the universe of words
that watch you disappear and burn. Fading in my verse, a final echo drifting through the silence unrehearsed. You're gone but still the emptiness is worse because you faded
in my vibe. Yeah. Your voice felt softer than the darker fading thread of sound. A whisper drifting off your lips before it touched the ground. I lean in closer just to catch the tone you never found. And in that barely breathing hush, our ending wrapped around.
A fragile word you couldn't keep, a quiet fall too small to weep, a goodbye lost between the deep of breath that broke before the leap.
Low whisper goodbye, a final sound that faded like a sigh before it died. A trembling truth you couldn't amplify. A love that ended soft and shy. Low whisper goodbye, a quiet fall that slipped between the lines we couldn't tie. A last refrain too faint to classify. A word that vanished as you tried.
The room was cold, your breath was thin, a quiet tremor on your skin. I watched your voice came from within, a fall you didn't mean to spin. Your whisper felt like drifting dust, a dying tone we couldn't trust. The sound too fragile not to rush, the truth we failed to hold because
you tried to speak, the air grew tight.
Your eyes fell dim,
avoiding light.
your voice dissolved
before the night.
A whisper turned
to fade in sight.
I caught the shape your lips had made, a gentle break, a quiet fade, a soft goodbye we never played, but still the one.
Your voice was gone before the word. A stolen breath I barely heard. A final truth the silence stirred. A sound too broken to be heard.
No whisper goodbye,
A trembling farewell carried on, a breath too shy to cry. A fading tone that fell before reply. Love that slipped in the silence. The silent whisper goodbye, unmuted and where even echoes wouldn't testify. A last soft note that couldn't clarify. Whisper used to say goodbye.
maybe some goodbyes fall this way.
Too soft for dawn, too frail to stay.
A whisper lost before the day.
The truth that left with no delay.
No whisper goodbye,
Your final word dissolved before it ever learned to fly.
a hush that broke the moment you passed by.
A love that ended in a silo. Whisper goodbye, the quiet space you left behind still hangs beneath the sky. A fragile farewell none could amplify. A whisper that became goodbye.
The screen kept glowing in the dark, a cold and quiet light. Your name sat still without a sign of coming back at night.
I checked the time, the silence grew. My chest began to tighten, and in that heavy midnight hour, my hope began to frighten. I typed a line, then let it die. Deleted truth too weak to try. The only thing you sent was why your silence.
Cut
The longest
line
night without a reply.
It's sinking hard to wait for a message never tied. A quiet dawn that heard the way I cried alone.
With nothing
But
the night without a reply. Your unread tone became the reason I ran out of fight. A single beat could have kept me alive, but nothing came to break the night.
yeah,
My phone was heavy in my hand, a desperate beat I couldn't stand. The seconds dragged like sinking sand. I heard I couldn't reprimand. Silence echoed through the room, a hollow hit, a quiet doom. I felt the space begin to bloom with thoughts too dark for me to resume.
I scrolled our messages again, the sweet replies from back then. But now the thread just felt like when a ghost of what we used to send. My chest collapsed with every buzz, but none with you and not me, because you left me guessing where love was a truth. Your silence drew in dust. I whisper softly to the night, pretending you might read it right, but don't replace the feeling like the proof you wouldn't write tonight. Night without a reply, a fragile hope that cracked beneath the weight I can't deny. The quiet sliced me deeper as time passed by. A love that faded without goodbye. Night without a reply, your absence rang louder than any tear I tried to hide. A single message could have eased my mind, but silence chose the other side.
Baby, love breaks with no sound. Baby, replies don't come around. Baby, hearts fall to the ground when silence is the only sound.
Night without a reply, the softest pain that grows when all your messages run dry. A lonely truth beneath the dim lit sky. I waited long for no reply. Night without a reply, a quiet wound that deepened as the dawn began to rise. Your silence toward the end without a line and left me in the night without reply.
Your name was resting on my tongue, but never made a sound. A fragile syllable that shook before it could come down. The night grew heavy with the words we didn't dare expound. And in the hush between our breaths, our silence held the ground.
Your shadow fell too far to reach, my voice too thin, too scared to preach. A broken truth we couldn't teach. Our names went quiet out
of reach. Our names went quiet. A trembling pause that kept us both from trying. A night so still it felt like something dying. The sound we didn't dare rely in.
Our names went quiet. A single word could have saved us, but we stood defiant. We let the silence begin cold compliance and watched our names fade into the quiet.
Yeah, I used to say your name with ease, like wind that moves through gentle trees. But now it caught inside the freezer, sound my heart couldn't release. Your name felt heavier than grief, a fragile hope, a stolen thief. My voice cracked underneath the brief reminder of our broken belief. I tried to speak, the air grew tight. Your eyes avoided mine at night. A quiet fall replaced the fight.
Our names slipped out.
Any light. We stood so close but miles apart.
Silent beat a muted star.
Your name stayed locked inside my heart.
A truth that tore the room.
And frozen, so did we.
Two voices lost in memory.
A quiet pact unwillingly
to let our names go
silently.
Our names went quiet. A gentle break disguised inside the breath of silence. A final hush where even love denied it. The words too fragile to ignite it.
Our names went quiet. And I was saying less became the only diet. We let the silence kill the last untried bit. Our names went soft, can't you fight it?
Oh, maybe endings fall this way when names are too heavy to say. Silence becomes the price we pay for love that wouldn't make us stay.
Our names went quiet. A haunting truth and neither voice could resupply it. The softest ending, nothing to deny it. A hush that split the world in quiet.
Our names went quiet, and in that stillness we both knew we reached the limit. A final night with no more lions living in it. Just two lost hearts, too scared to call each other's name.
The first light touched the window, soft and colder than the night. It brushed across your fading eyes and showed what wasn't right. We used to breathe in harmony, but now we barely fight. The dawn revealed the space between our hearts and breaking light.
Your warmth was drifting out of frame. My rhythm slow, yours not the same. The morning air called out our flame. Two lines that never matched by name. Out of tune at
dawn, the light exposed the notes our hearts could never fall upon. A fragile chord we tried to lean upon, but broke the moment night was gone.
Too far apart to ever play as one. A song that slipped before the dawn.
The sunrise doesn't lie like night. It paints the cracks in open sight. Your shadow leaned away from mine. A quiet shift that ended our unite. I heard your breath but not your heart. The tones were off too far apart. The dawn dissected every part and showed where we began to start. You turned your face, avoiding cues of silent truth. I couldn't fuse, your eyes were pale with something new. It's on my heart, no longer new.
The night had kept us intertwined, but dawn rewrote the borderline. Our melodies lived out of time. The song that morning left behind.
The light revealed a darker sky. Mismatched love we idealized. Two broken chords unharmonized.
The truth the dawn may realize. Out of tune at dawn. A gentle glow that showed the shape of where we come undone. A song we pressed but couldn't carry on. A rhythm lost before the sun. Out of tune at dawn. A fragile beat that faded under morning's yawn. Two hearts misaligned on separate lawns. The truth too bright to fall upon.
Maybe dawn was never ours. Maybe night was covering scars, but sunrise split us into shards. Two notes too far to heal the bars.
Out of tune at dawn. A melody that fractured once the light was fully drawn. The glow revealed the love already gone. A song that couldn't meet the dawn. Out of tune at dawn. The morning whispered what the night kept veiled in calm. Two broken lines too distant to respond. A love out of tune beneath the dawn.
Your silence fell between us like a curtain on that. Your silence fell between us like a curtain made of night. I tried to slip my heart through it, nothing reached your side. My words were waiting at the edge, afraid to take the flight. And in the shadow of your quiet, my truth just lost its light. I tried to speak but couldn't find a single path into your mind. Your stillness left my voice behind. The truth,
Your silence
redefined.
shadowed by your silence. My honest heart got buried in the space between you guys. I tried to shine but lost all my defiance. The love that trembled under quiet violence. Shadowed by your silence. My every feeling faded in the hush you kept so tight. I tried to move into your line of sight, but broke beneath your silence.
Night, yeah. Your quiet hit me like a wall, a heavy pause that wouldn't fall. I spoke in whispers, gave my all, but still
Your silence filled
it all. My truth was shaking on my lips, a fragile line, a trembling slip. But every word just seemed to dip into the void, your quiet grip. You didn't yell, you didn't fight, you just went dim and out of sight. Your silence swallowed all my might and turned my meaning into night. You didn't say you're pulling back, you didn't show the things you lacked. You let the quiet fade to black and left my heart beneath that. Yeah. You can. I tried to reach you through the dark, but silence held its iron mark. My voice collapsed without a spark. A truth
You left inside the stars, shadowed by your silence. A fading prayer that disappeared in broken guidance. The quiet felt like someone else Maybe hearts get lost in clouds. Maybe truth can't pass a shroud. Stays quiet through shadowed by your silence. My feelings sank where even echoes couldn't find reliance. Your quiet crushed my final act of trying. A love that died and muted violence. Shadowed by your silence. And in the hush my heart remained without its guidance. I learned how truth can turn to absence when lost inside your endless silence.
Your voice was soft enough to hear, but sharp beneath the sound. A quiet tone that wrapped my heart, then cut it
Underground, you spoke like nothing's breaking, but your eyes were looking down. And in that gentle melody, my hurt was tightly bound.
Yes.
Softness felt like pulling thread.
Yeah, a tender cut, I still regret a soothing tone that misled my heart into a deeper bruise instead.
Soft voice ruins, a tender breeze that carried all the pain you weren't pursuing. A gentle tone disguising all your undoing. A sound
So sweet,
it left
me room. Yeah.
Soft voice ruins, a fragile comfort layer with the truth you weren't eluding. You whispered love but left me with the bruising.
Yeah, I'm Ken,
A piece
that broke
and
quiet. Yeah. Your words were velvet on my skin, but hid the cracks you held within. I let your softness draw me in, a trap I didn't see.
begin.
Your calmest tone could split my chest. A soothing lie dressed as the best. I heard the truth beneath the rest. A tremor you failed to suppress. Each syllable was warm, but then a gentle match for what's worn in. You said I'm fine, but not your grin. A break beneath your soft discipline. You spoke like you
We're treading there,
a perfect quiet, unaware.
everywhere.
But every breath you put in there left marks. I'm still too hurt, too bad.
The softness made the damage worse. A whispered truth beneath the verse. A gentle sound delivering the curse of love. Too quiet to reverse us.
Soft voice ruins a melody that aches because it felt like something soothing.
But every hum inside was bruising.
A tone too soft
For what you're losing.
Soft voice ruins
A quiet kindness that betrayed the heart, it was confusing. Your sweetest notes became the proof of losing. A love that ended soft and in ruins.
Maybe softness isn't kind. Maybe truth is hard to find. When gentle tones can still unwind a wound that hides beneath the line.
Soft voice rules, a tender whisper breaking me in ways I'm still reviewing. A sweetness sharp enough for wounding. A sound I love that left
Me ruined.
Soft voice ruins, your gentle farewell carved itself too deeply through me, fusing a quiet end that I'm still losing. The scars your soft voice left in ruins.
Yeah. Maybe softness isn't. We started singing on a beat. The harmony was tight.
Your voice would fall right next to mine, perfectly aligned. But somewhere in the quiet space between the notes and night, our melodies began to drift with separate distant lights.
Your rhythm leaned to brighter tones. Mine echo deep in hollow zones. A split that neither our condones, but still the melody left our bones. Split melody high.
A song that used to hold us now just tears our lines apart. The tune we built unraveled at the start. Two notes that drifted too.
Split melody high. A harmony that broke because our beats grew worlds apart. We played the same song but not the same art. A love that taught that melody. Yeah, we shared a chorus once before. Your breathing
sync with mine and score, but now your tone aims somewhere more. A place my heart can't reach no more. I hear your beats more than high, but mine stays low, too scared to try. The gap between us multiplies, a strain that pulls our lullaby. We used to meet on every chord, but now the music feels ignored. Our hearts drift off without a chord. I split the night, couldn't afford. I chase your sound, but missed the cue. You fall ahead, I fall into a melody no longer true. A truth or rhythm always new.
Two voices trapped inside one song, but somehow both are singing wrong. The place we met is dead and gone.
A tone that couldn't stay too long. Split melody heart,
a fragile echo pulling all our harmonies apart.
the sound we loved again, a shattered art.
A drift that started somewhere dark. Split melody heart, a chorus pointing you and me down to divided paths. The song continues, but we can't go back. A line we broke in melody's heart. Maybe songs don't break at once, maybe beats divide and runs. Maybe love falls note by note until the melody comes undone.
Split melody heart.
A tune that trembled as it tore our feelings far apart. Two voices lost beneath the faint restart. The truth we sang
With broken hearts, split melody heart. The final place where melody shows different parts.
we stayed inside the song, but not the heart. And love split clean by melody's mark. I wrote a line before the fall, before my vision blurred. A trembling phrase, I try to hold the truth I never heard.
My hand was shaking on the page like it already hurt. And in that moment, just before the tears, my heart confessed first.
The ink was wet, my breath was tight, a fragile calm before the night. A single line that felt to write before I lost the fight. Verb before the tears, a final line I wrote before the pain could interfere. A quiet truth that surfaced through my fear, a thought that slipped before the tears. Verse before the tears, a fragile echo trembling on the page I hold so near. A breaking voice that couldn't disappear, a line I wrote before the tears.
Yeah. My pen was running out of breath, a shaky script, a quiet death of everything I had left. The truth I wrote before the rest. The room was pulling at my chest, the silence heavy, unrepressed. My heart be stumbling in distress, a verse my eyes could not address. You linger soft between each word, a fading sound I barely heard, but still the memory occurred.
That it just
Referred, I knew the tears were on their way. I felt the dam begin to sway, so I wrote fast before the grave. I knew
I couldn't
say
a trembling breath, a fading voice, a fragile truth without a choice. A final line before the noise of tears that drown my inner voice. Before the tears, a whispered truth I said between the lines of all my fears. A heartbeat leaking slowly in the years, a thought that broke before the tears. First before the tears, a moment in before the flood erased what was sincere. A trembling line that couldn't reappear, a truth I wrote before the tears. Baby, hearts confess this way. Before they break, before they sway, they write the truth they can't convey in lines that hold what lips can't say. Years of before the tears, a fragile breath that wrote the end before it disappeared. A quiet fall, my pen alone premiered, a love that slipped into the tears. Verse before the tears, a final message trembling where my breaking hands steer. A truth that only silence volunteered, the line I wrote before the tears.
The night felt heavy on our skin, a cold we didn't name. Your warmth was drifting, inspired, too fragile to reclaim.
I reached for you across the dark, but nothing felt the same. And in that slow unraveling hush, the night could best stop blame.
Your heartbeat used to lean on mine, but now it slips outside the line. A gentle fate we can't align. No warmth the night refused to sign.
Where the night broke us, a quiet line dividing all the heat we used to trust. The shadows curl between us, and so does the space too wide for love or us. Where the night broke us, the cold stepped in and stole the flame we couldn't hold enough. Our fingertips let go, because the night had turned against us.
Yeah, the dark can cut without a sound. It chills the room and pulls us down. Your voice was soft but losing ground.
A warmth the night
Refused to crown. Your shoulder once was home to me, a quiet place I'd always be. But now the night made us agree that warmth was not our memory. I tried to breathe you back in place, but shadows filled the empty space. Your eyes were past me, no embrace.
a truth the night
Forced us
to fade.
The air grew thin between our hands, a silent gap we can't withstand. The night we drew our final plan, a split
We did
and understand. Yeah, the darkness showed what they concealed, a fractured warmth that couldn't heal, a broken glow we once could feel. Not lost, the night revealed.
Where the night broke us, a quiet cold that fractured all the heat we used to trust. A fading warmth, the silence turned to dust. The truth, the dark, uncovered first. Where the night broke us, a midnight tear that froze our hands before they could adjust. We let go softly, both of us, because the night outgrew our trust. Maybe warmth can fade unseen, maybe nights know what we mean. Maybe love breaks in between, where dark rewrites what might have been.
Where the night broke us, a final moment where the cold replaced what once was us. The warmth collapsed beneath the dusk of love. The night no longer kept for us. Where the night broke us, the shadows chose a line that neither of us could discuss. We stepped apart without a fuss, on nights that broke the last of us.
I felt the distance in your breath before your voice could speak. A fading warmth across your lip, a pull that made me weak.
Your silence wasn't empty, it was trembling at its peak. And long before your words arrived, your breath began to leave.
You didn't say the truth out loud, your chest went quiet, soft and bowed. A fragile tremor lost in cloud. Your breath escaped before the sound.
Your breath left first, before the final words could fall and teach me what we're worth. A fading heat dissolving into hurt, a sign that left before the word.
Your breath left first, a quiet break that told me love was slipping in reverse. A goodbye carried softly in the thirst of air. You lost before the word. Yeah, I read the truth between your sides, a distant shift behind your eyes. Your voice was calm but full of lies, your breath that said the real goodbyes. You exhale slow like letting go, a quiet drift I couldn't slow. Your warmth retreated faint and low, a sign your heart no longer old. I felt the moment you withdrew, not from your words but from the hue of every breath that once held you. A truth that broke the night in two. You kept your tone so soft and straight, but breath betrayed the path you take. A whisper fading in the fade, a loss no voice could recreate.
It hurt me with your tone. It wasn't words that made me alone. It was the breath no longer shown. Your chest had overthrown.
Your breath left first, a solid signal telling me your story had reversed. A cold that spread before the meaning burst. The truth that breathed the end first. Your breath left first, a quiet tremble falling off your lips I still rehearse. A final warmth that couldn't be dispersed, a loss that came without a word. Maybe goodbye start this way, embrace too faint to even stay. A warmth that slips before you say
the end. You're too afraid to lay your breath left first. A fragile fall that told me love would never be coerced. A truth that whispered long before it cursed. A sign that ended us at first.
your breath left first. And in that silence every unspoken goodbye immersed. Your voice was late, your breathing spoke it first. The end that left before the word